two equations. Again, we're going to take the fractions out here by multiplying by a number that can get rid of the 3 and the 4. What we need is just one number such that when we multiply through, we can get rid of the 4 and the 3. And the lowest number that we can use to do that is 12. 12 is the number that we need at this point because now we're dealing with two fractions and they have two different denominators. And all we do is if we multiply by 12, that will help us to simplify the first one. The second one, of course, all we need to do is multiply it by 2, and that will help us get the numbers we want here. So we take 12 and we multiply it with every term here. The first term, 3 over 4 times 12, well, 4 goes into 12 3 times, and so we get 9x. The second term, y over 3, 3 goes into 12 4 times, and we get plus 4y. And then the next term is simply 120. For the second equation, we have x over 2 plus 5y is equal to 64. We multiply each term by 2, and so we get rid of the 2 on the first one. We just have x. The second one is simply 10y, and our constant is 64 times 2, which is 128. That's our system now arranged. The next step is to find what we want to eliminate. We've been eliminating x's for a while. Let's try eliminating a y. And I know this is going to be a big one, but let's eliminate the y this time. So we need to multiply this by something and that by something so that we can eliminate this. And when you look at this problem, something should come to mind. You should be picturing a 40 in your head right now. The reason why you're thinking about a 40 or a 20, 40 or 20, there's something about those numbers. And actually, we're just going to go with 20 in this case, right? So we multiply this equation by 5, and we multiply this equation by 2. That will help us get the same number, or the same coefficient of y, which will then help us solve the problem. So the first equation, we're going to rewrite it. It's going to become 45x, and then plus 20y is equal to 120 times 5.
600.
And so we get 600. Very good. And then the second equation, we multiply by 2. So we have 2x, and then we have plus 20y is equal to 128 times 2, which is 256, right? And so you go ahead and subtract the second equation from the first. The y's are gone, right? 20 minus 20 is 0. Now the x's here, we have 43x is equal to, and then you subtract this from that. You have a 4, you have a 4, and then you have a 3. And so you divide both sides by 43, and what do we get at this point? 344 divided by 43 should give us a number. And when we get 8 for x, we go back, we plug it in, and we'll get our answers for the value of y, right? We take it, we plug it, we get x over 2 plus 5 times 8 is equal to 64. X over 2 plus 40 is equal to 64. X over 2 is equal to 24. And x is equal to 48.
Doesn't x equal 8 though already over there?
Oh, sorry. we put it in the wrong variable. So we'll go back and we'll put an 8 there and then solve it.
Okay.
And this is assuming that we got y. So just use this as an extra practice problem. This is assuming. Now let's go ahead and plug it back into the original expression. So we have 8 over 2 plus 5y is equal to 64. So 4 is plus 5y is equal to 64. 5y is equal to 60. Y is equal to 12. That's how you do that problem. Okay?